WWE Champions, better late than never. We got the preview for Big E, the powerhouse of positivity. And as you can guess, he's a powerhouse. We're going to have a look at 5-star gold as usual. As usual, again, he's not my character. He's sent to me for preview purposes. I don't get to keep him. Let's look at the card. Coach ability at 9,000 is move that destroyed crossbreak gems will destroy 3 more crossbreak gems. Fairly limited training ability. I can't remember the last time I would have needed that. He has links with Raw and Modern Era and no gear. So the belt we're going to be using, or the strap, it currently has all 4 being Fury. All level 1 except the move 1 is maxed. In this case, it's not going to be of any effect. I do have a honky tonk plate on, which it makes it that when I break 3 greens, I get 3 blues, which is going to come handy for this moveset. The red move won't. We're going to use the Body Slam, 8 MP blue move, deal 53.3k damage, and swap a 2x4 random area into green gems. The overhead belly-to-belly suplex, 9 MP blue move, deal 83.3k damage, and modify a 1x5 random area into crossbreak gems. And the Gorilla Press Slam, 9 MP green move, deal 65.8k damage, and choose 4 gems to destroy. The pin bar will not move. That's nice. Trainers we'll use for that. We're going to use a Lawler so that we start with more blue. You could go with Steel 2, although Lawler definitely more useful, because if you go with Steel, what are you going to destroy really? I'm putting Slick Rick so that all gems are going to do 20% more damage. You could go specifically for green since we're going to be making a green area. You could go for red and blue with Goldberg. I kind of went with everything instead. We are also using Showboat Lacey so that purples and green are going to do 20% more damage. Obviously green here was what I was going for mostly. And I put in Santa Hogan here, which is going to make it so I start with 1 more MP, which won't really be necessary in this case, but he adds 2200 more damage to every color gem. That is useful. So let's try this out. We're going to go versus Bret Hart. Okay, so I will take a chance and lay them. The reason why I am taking a chance is that if I land on one of them, well, it's gonna blow up the whole thing. Plus, I'm getting a little bit of blue when I make that green area. Didn't land on anything. Oh, and it stayed our turn. Oh, ain't that beautiful. This, you actually pick 4 to destroy, but you really only need 1. Because, I mean, destroying any one of those is going to destroy all of them. So after that, you mainly want to go for blues that would not be destroyed, which I'm grabbing those 3 here, just to be sure that you have enough to fill your blue moves, which we probably would have had enough anyway. Go, that blew out most of the board, and it stays our turn because it did not move the pin bar. So this time I'm not going to use this one because I don't want it to, well, there's not a lot of chance I'm going to land on it, and I don't want him to get rid of them on his turn. So I'm just going to get my greens. I'm going to save it for next turn. Okay. Goes to destroy. And we'll grab again a few blues. Still my turn. This time I'm gonna try it. And it's blowing everything. And we got our blue set up again. He kicked out. Lay them down. Break some. Grab some extra blues, only 2. Let's grab a green 2 then. Okay. Lay them down again. Oh, landed on it. And it's over. This is working pretty well, although it did take quite a bit of... you pretty much needed to do it quite a few times, more than you would want to at 5-star gold, so let's keep looking. Alright, second moveset is going to be mostly about move damage. And we're going to be using the big ending 18 MP red move finisher, deal 322,000 damage, and modify a 5x5 random area into botch gems. The running splash, 12 MP red move, deal 146.7k damage, and deal 146.7 bleed damage to your opponent for 1 turn. And the backbreaker, 8 MP green move, deals 69.9k damage, and choose a 3x4 area to swap into red gems. Now that... we're going to start with a steel to get more green. Being that we're going to make a 3x4 area, chances are we're very likely that it's going to end our turn. It's almost impossible that it won't. We're going to be using Priest so that the red finisher does 150% more damage. That's going to be key to this. You could also be using, I think it's what, Batista that adds 50% or something like that. We're going to use also Gooker and Snoop Dogg to both add an extra 25, making it almost 1 million there. Although we're going to be over 1 million because I got, if you remember, a medal that was level 15, which is the medal I normally use on my zombie Daniel Bryan. So that would be around 1.36 million that it's going to end up doing, I think. Let's see that. Okay, so now we need those reds. Now pretty much anywhere I put it is going to end my turn. So let's try to put it, this gets me 2. Wherever I put it, the max I can get is 2. Oh, actually this I can get 3. Get that. Get some green at the same time. You should be able to get out of that. Would have sucked if we got the pin on that. Well, now we're going to do the bleed. That bleed is going to do 400k thanks to the extra move damage. And there it's going to do 147 when we pin. So there you go, 400. Now we're going to have the finisher that's going to do 1.36 million. And remember, we're going to get also the 146 from that. So we're going to do 136 plus 140. That's going to be 140. That's going to be almost 160. And 150, I mean. And we're adding that, the 400 we did. So it's almost 2 million on the same turn. And it's also botch gems all over, so it's going to be even harder for him to get out of it, because a lot of those gems are not going to do anything. And he couldn't get out of it. Well, that's pretty effective. The downside is that if they do kick out of it, you don't have anything recycling. So that's definitely a downside for this moveset. But it does do a lot of damage. Alright, let's look at something else now. Alright, third moveset, which we're just going to call the overkill, really. It's going to be a variation of what we just saw. So we keep the big ending, we keep the running splash, but we're replacing the third move with the E-Train, which is a 5 MP red move, deal 38.9k damage, and choose a 1/3 area to make into 1 turn countdown gem that will deal 1 damage and make 7 random gems into red gems. That being a 5 MP move, we're going to use these trainers, so we're not going to need any MP trainer because we start turn 1 with 1 MP. We got perks that add 3, so that means we start with 4. And we're going to use Batista here that start red move with 1 extra, so that means we start with 5. And we got Batista that is going to increase red move damage by 50% for all 3 of them. We got also Snoop and Gooker increasing all 3 of them as well. And we got Damien Priest boosting our finisher, which before the move gem, the move metal is at 1.12. That means we're probably going to be at like 1.5 or 1.6 mil on that finisher. So yeah, we're gonna get our red from that E-Train here because it is deal 77.8k damage and choose a 1/3 area to make into 1 turn countdown gem that will deal 1 damage and make 7 random gems into red gems. So if that 1/3 area survives, that is going to be 21 red gems. The downside of that is that, well, unless you got a move on the first turn that will go off, you're not going to get those until the second turn, and since we're making 21 of them, it's also pretty likely to cause a cascade that's going to get a pin, which means we're probably not going to get off our moves until the third turn. Might be a little slower than everything else, so we'll see. All right. Put those here. Reload the move for next turn. Now they're gonna go off. Is it gonna end my turn? Probably. Yeah. Still did a decent amount of damage though. And since I had a red match, that means that I'll be able to put them down before I do my other moves, and that's going to be even more damage on that first turn. We're adding an extra 125k here, and that makes it that I'm going to get a lot of red on my next turn, should I get to a next turn. We get 125, we get here 471, so we're at 600 damage, 600k I mean. Now we got a 1.52, that means 2.1 million, and we're gonna have the 160k bleed, so that means we're gonna do like 2.3 million or so on that same turn. And we would have reloaded the red on the next. So yeah, that's pretty effective. All right, let's look at something else. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for Biggie. Pretty good character. It seems like all sets are kind of missing something. Like either the moves are too high or it causes a cascade. Definitely a tough guy. He doesn't seem like a must-have guy, though. Training ability or coaching ability, not that... Well, it's not bad, but it's not that needed, I'd say. Moveset, he does... He kind of seems like he does a lot of things that different characters are currently doing. It does give you a couple options, but they all have something that could backfire, so... Not overly impressed, although he is definitely a great character for sure if you have him, or get him. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Big E. He's already released because we're already pretty late into the event. Thanks for watching. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Gia.